We'll just start with some opening remarks from you.
Well, as we always say, it's just great to have the opportunity to come out and on Alumni Weekend. You saw a lot of people that just had someone that, was a family friend that had gone to school here years ago. And, it's just nice that they can come back and they see the changes in our program, see the changes that our administration, Andrew Gavin and everyone has put together in Eddyville and get excited. I mean, you could feel it out there, as we always say it, and I'm never going to not say it because I think it's such an important part of our culture and our program is this community. It's special. It really is, and it's awesome to be part of. So these guys went out there, and I thought that the game started in a kind of a grind out session. It was like 5-4 or something like that for quite a while. And we had some looks where I didn't like how, Ring took a shot, I liked his shot, I didn't like how he shot it. Arnie took a shot, I didn't love how he shot it. I liked the execution on the first, probably first 5 or 6 plays early in the game. The shot just didn't go in. Brian had one as well, and it's a 22-10. But it was 22-10, and we were guarding, and we didn't break on the guarding. And we talked in the timeout at the 5 or 6 minute timeout about what we had to continue to do offensively, or start to do offensively, but we needed to continue obviously defensively. And when you got Rayshon Taylor out there guarding the way he's guarding right now, in Desmond Polk, Brian Taylor, you had Arnie blocking, all that kind of stuff was huge for us in that. And then we go on the run going into halftime, come out of halftime with 4-point play, and then it turns into an OVC battle.
It felt like at times, Ray, you can answer this one, it felt like at times there was a lid on the basket early in the game. You scored 14 of the last 17 of the first half. I mean, is that just kind of one of those moments where you feel like you kind of have to get going and give a spark to the guys?
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to get a spark, start pushing the pace. Honestly, that's just get everybody into the game if I push the pace. So that's all I wanted to do, just get some easy shots at the basket because obviously, like you said, we just couldn't make a shot, but it wasn't like we wasn't getting good looks. It's just some of them didn't go in. But sometimes that happens, but we stopped them, so they couldn't score on us either.
Yeah, and then he had 4 steals. I mean, either one of you two can answer this. Is it just to get the rest of the guys going whenever someone's setting the tone at the front of the defense like that?
I'll talk first, and you go, because I like talking about Ray's defense. All right. Yeah, it gets me going. That's pretty cool. No, but it was how the steals were taking place.
Yeah. All
right. It really was. There was no gambling. It was putting himself in position. It was his teammates. But, yeah, go ahead, Ring, if that gets you fired up.
Nah, man, I would say him just, a lot of people underestimate his defense and stuff, but when he's getting steals and playing solid defense and getting all that, it just make the whole team just want to play defense and just match his energy. Because he's our leader and we're going to follow whatever he do.
Yeah, and that was a team that had 1 league loss before today.
Mm-hmm.
What's this win do for you guys?
We just excited, We didn't start the season well, but now we're finding our rhythm and we just gotta keep going and just keep doing us and not focus on a lot of things. Just keep winning and focus on ourselves.
Is that how you see things right now? Kind of finding the rhythm of everything.
Yeah, I think we've had so much difference from really July till now on our team. We just keep on adjusting. On Kyle's back now, and like Kyle Thomas, he gives me 7 minutes. He's 1 for 1. He's got 3 rebounds, and a block shot, and he's really good at basketball. This is probably his 8th kind of live action in 3.5 months. Arnie is battling some things. You have Darian Baker, and then Joe Valerie, sitting there on the bench, and we have dynamic players that we've been used to kind of at different times. So I feel like we're constantly trying to find ourselves. But within that, I think we're willing to find ourselves simply because we enjoy being around each other. So that's been really important for us to, obviously stack some wins. We talked about breaking it down into a few segments. Last week we had 3 games kind of in a short amount of time. Then you won the 3rd one. Then we talked about let's go stack another two-game OVC week. And these guys, deserve it.
I have to ask Ray some questions about the scoring record. I mean, Ray, is that something that you dream of as a kid, having a Division I scoring record?
Yeah, I guess something that you definitely dream of, but honestly, I'm not gonna act like I didn't feel like I could do it. When I was in high school, I feel like I did the same thing, and it's a credit to like the work I put in, how I overcame stuff, and then really just how loyal I am. So I don't want to talk about myself too much, but like I mean, I'm proud of myself for doing that.
And I'm glad you mentioned all the stuff you overcame. That has to give some kind of extra meaning given. And it felt like every summer you were, rehabbing or trying to get healthy. And I'm sure overcoming all that has to add to it.
Yeah, for sure it does. Yeah, it's something my mama instilled in me, so I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah, and then tonight, that's a crowd of 1,500 people. You're a high school coach. I know you have family
Yeah.
friends there, and you're getting that honor that they gave you. I mean, just talk about the emotions of all of that.
They can get emotional about it. I just like to move on. I didn't even know that was happening before the game, honestly. But yeah, that was fun. Obviously, yeah, I had no idea. But yeah, like you said, my high school coach was in there. Some people I know from high school. Some friends came back from school. My brother's there. Like, it's just fun.
Yeah, and I'm sure another layer of the meaning has to be what you guys have built here and that you've been a part of. You guys have built a winning culture.
Yeah.
There's seats are packed out there. I'm sure that has to feel a lot better than you just being a one-man band and it's a losing team.
Yeah, definitely. It's a credit to, even people we had in the past. We came in, we played a fun style of basketball. We had people that moved on, but they helped us too. So we still love them, and we're gonna keep putting on.
Brian, do you want to say anything about Ray? All the stuff he's overcome.
Yeah.
Here.
No,
You had some powerful words. I loved that video they got of you guys talking to him in the locker room afterwards. That was great to hear.
Yeah, it's easy to say just when you're speaking from the heart and talk about stuff. We were sitting there and Mimi and I were talking. We were all trying to see the Granite City game where you didn't play right away. And yeah, but I think that was a game that you were going to break a scoring record, something. And so that was when he was in high school. So unfortunately, my wife had lost her father this summer, and but that was he came to that game, like her mom or dad, and we had some family go to that game, and that was pretty early on, and probably the relationship is how you look at it. And so when you see the amount of things that have happened from really when we first crossed paths till now, and you put all the things in front of you, and you talk about the work, you talk about the family foundation that he has, you talk about just the willingness to not give up. That's just special. Like, coaching's hard now. It's tough. You don't know what's happening tomorrow. They might change another rule tomorrow. All right, and but when you have consistency, and when you have and we have it, obviously I'm talking about Ray because of the scoring record, but we have a lot of that on our team. And you can center yourself with this team because the chaos that's out there right now, I still have these guys, and that's really special. And his scoring is because he can score, but it's also because he's willing to be an unbelievable teammate, because I like what you said. We are winning while he's scoring, because he wouldn't have it any other way. There's no, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna get that jersey hanging up there one day.
I've said it several times. I have no problem saying it. I like it. Like, there was Hall of Fame banquet last night. When you impact a program that hasn't done anything before, like what we are doing right now at this level, from a win-loss perspective, from a culture perspective, and things like that. It's not a knock on anyone in the past, not at all. It's just, I'm very proud of these guys. When you have, that's what Hall of Fame is, right? That's what those type of things are. So, yeah, that's in time, but we'll figure that out down the road.
Perfect. You guys got anything else from that at all?
I got a question for Ring. So you had 14 points tonight and 9 rebounds. You're 1 point off from having a double-double again. Do you just want to talk about that and how good of a season you've had and what it's been like playing at the D1 level so far this year?
Obviously it's great to play in Division 1 level, and I'm not gonna lie, it's way different from the level I came to. A lot of physicality and stuff, and it's just, I just gotta get used to adjust every time. Me and coach have a lot of talk, and just trying to adjust to it. It's tough, but as a player, you gotta find a way to get used to it fast. Just that's what players do, and I just gotta keep working on it. And my teammates, they challenge the shot, they box out, so it makes me just go grab more rebound and stuff. It's credit to all my teammates.
Yeah, and then kind of continuing off of that, I know you and Miles used to play together too before this. Do you just want to talk about kind of staying on the same team as him, especially with that 3 that he hit and just everybody was excited for it. Like, how did that make you feel
buried that.
as a teammate?
Man, I'm proud of Miles, man. That guy put a lot of work in, and he's just gonna bring it every day. You know, he has a lot of things. He's undersized, big man. I mean, to me, I don't think he is. He got physical and stuff, and he's a really hard worker, and I'm just excited to be his teammate. You know, and just continue to play with him. It's really great.
Yeah, of course. Any final remarks from any of you?
No, we enjoyed it. Today was a fun day.
Of course, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.